So let's start a lesson. Last Friday we were talking about the tangent to the circle. That is when a circle and a straight line intersect at only one intersection point. Okay. Then if we see this type of description, or that the straight line is a tangent to the circle, so immediately we will think about the delta is equal to 0. Okay, delta is equal to 0. And if we want to, if the question asks us to find the equation of tangent, equation of the straight line which is touching the circle, then we will immediately think about that the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Okay, so these two knowledge. Okay, if you want to find some unknowns, so for some step we will set up delta equals 0. But if the question asks us to find the equation of the line L, so normally we are going to use the concept that tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Okay, so let's see. We have talked about example 20, right? Yes. Okay. So let us go to instant drill number 20 first. Instant drill number 20. 嗱，我覺得呢一題咧，對大家嚟講咧，可能有少少難度嘅，咁咧 example 20嗰題咧，個難度唔大嘅原因咧，就係因為佢叻咗條式俾你。OK， 咁而喺呢度咧，我覺得個難度高啲嘅就係因為佢冇叻到 L 條式俾你。Okay, so what do we have? What information do we have about the straight line L? Is that the slope of the straight line L is equal to 1, and L touches the circle. Okay, so if you want to find the equation of L, we are going to let something. Let the equation of L be y equals. We want to let the equation in the format of y equals mx plus c. 如果我而家講 y 等於 mx 加 c， 你哋 get 到係講咧一條直線嘅 equation 啦。Okay, y equals mx plus c. Okay, so from now on, when we want to find the equation of straight line, okay, and if there is not much information for that straight line, we may let the equation to be y equals mx plus c, where m is the slope and the c will be the y-intercept. OK， 呢度記多一樣嘢，直線嘅 equation 永遠咧可以寫做 y 等於 mx 加 c， 個 m 就係嗰條直線嘅 slope，c 就係個 y-intercept。咁點解要用呢一個嚟到寫咧？因為咧我哋有其中一樣嘢喎，有個 m 啊嘛 ，m is equal to 1 this time. See this? Because it is given that the slope is equal to 1. So we are going to let y equals 1x plus c, or just x plus c. Can you get this? 1x plus c, because the m is equal to 1. Can you get this? Can you follow? Okay. Now, if we have the equation of L, then we can solve. Okay, solve the equation of L with the equation of circle. Okay, set up equation 1, equation 2. Okay, this time we need to find the unknown c. So for some steps later, when we have obtained a simple quadratic equation, we can calculate the delta and put it to be 0. Okay, so the flow will be like this. Okay, y equals mx plus c being equation 1. And then we have x plus 2 squared plus y squared is equal to 2. being equation 2. Because the line touched the circle means that there is only one intersection point. So whenever we are finding information about intersection points, we use equation 1, equation 2, and use the techniques of simultaneous equations. Okay. So from equation 1, y is already the subject, so we do not need to change the subject. We can sub 1 into 2 directly. Okay. Sub 1 into 2. Okay. So x plus 2 square, sorry, plus the y becomes m. Sorry, this not, wait, sorry, my fault. The m is 1. Okay, sorry. So it's just x plus c. Okay, so we have already known that m is equal to 1. So it becomes x plus c bracket square is equal to 2. Okay, so what we can do here is to use the identities to expand these two brackets. Can we do this? A plus b bracket square becomes a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, expand these two brackets. Okay, and then simplify the terms one by one. And calculate the like terms. Can you get this quadratic equation? So x squared, added together is 2x squared, and then for the x term, we have 4x and 2cx. So when we take out the x, then the coefficient should be 4 plus 2c, right? And then for the constant term, we have c squared plus 4 minus 2. But the plus 4 and minus 2 will be simplified to be plus 2. So the constant term will be c squared plus 2. Okay? We need the right hand side to be 0. Okay? So what is A, B, and C? Can you write down? Look at this. Now, because in this simple quadratic equation, because we have an unknown, so we are not able to find x. But we do not need to find x. We want to find c. Okay? And then we go to the delta. Because this circle and this straight line touch each other, so we know that the delta should be equal to 0. Okay? What is the formula of delta? You remember? Delta b square minus what? 4. Yes, good. 2加這意思係嘛 ？OK， 記住呢個經常用啊。So our delta should be b square minus 4ac, and our b is 4 plus 2c. Square minus 4 bracket a bracket this c. Okay. We may calculate the delta and simplify the deltas first, and then we put the delta to be 0 when we have simplified the delta. Okay, so delta is equal to, oh, we still need the identity to expand this bracket again. Okay, this is again a plus b bracket square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and then minus 8 bracket c square plus 2. Can you still follow? And we have 16 plus 2 times 4 times 2 is also 16, c, plus 4c squared, minus 8c squared, minus 16. Okay, and then simplify. So we have negative 4c squared plus 16c. No constant term here. this is our delta. This is our delta, but our delta should be equal to 0. Yes, so we put our delta to be 0, and we obtain another quadratic equation in C. So we can find the value of C from this equation, and that will be the answer of this question. Okay, so put delta to be 0. Therefore, -4c squared plus 16c equals 0. And this is another quadratic equation where A is -4, B is 16, and C is 0. And then we can use the formula 1 to find the two values of C. Okay, what are they? I think it should be 0 and 4. Am I correct? C should be 0 or C should be 4. Okay? And don't write X here because we are calculating an equation of C. So the final two answers should be these two numbers. Okay? The question asks us to find the two possible equations of L. Our original equation of L is y equals 1x plus c. So now we have found two possibilities of C. So we can write down the final answers. Okay? Therefore, the two possible equations of L. One is y equals 1x or just x plus 0. But when you write plus 0, you can ignore the plus 0. Okay, you understand? So the first answer will be y equals x or 1x. And the second possibility is y equals 1x or just x plus c. The second possible value of c is 4. So it should be y equals x plus 4. Can you get this? 嗱，呢題咧算係比較難嘅題啦。OK， 睇下大家可唔可以掌握到喎 ？OK， 唔係好複雜嘅，即係唔係好多嘢嘅，但係個計算算係比較難㗎啦。OK， 如果大家跟到我咧，其實都好好㗎咯喎，呢個得唔得 ？Let me paste it to the OneNote first. Can you see? Do you have any problems from this question? Okay, next. Let me see. This one is instant drill number 20, yes. We do not need to learn 21. Okay, 21 will be really very difficult. Okay, do not need to learn 21. So I would like you to do the instant drill corner 7.4. Let me see. Yes, question number 4 and question number 5. Yes, instant drill corner 7.4. So let me. Okay. Because we do not have much time left, okay, so let us do this together, okay? So in figure, the center of the circle C is at -1 and 1. If the circle passes through -3, -3, find the equation of the tangent L to the circle at -3, -3. What are we going to find? Okay, what type of things are we going to find? Now, in this question, the equation of the tangent L. That is equation of a straight line. Can you get my idea? Question asks us to find the equation of a straight line. So in my head, in my mind, I would immediately think of point slope equation， 係嘛？直線 equation。如果佢俾你求直線 equation 嘅話咧，我應該係呢三個 point slope equation。Do we have points on the line L? Do we have any points? Yes, and the coordinates is which point? Which point? This or that? -1, 1, or -3, -3. Should be -3, -3 because I want point to be on L, lying on L. Do you understand? We cannot choose this point because this point is not lying on, stacking on the L. Okay? So the point I'm going to choose point should be -3, -3. Okay? And then do we have slope? Do we know the slope of line L? Slope of line L is not given directly. And we do not have 2 points on L. If we have 1 point and the other point, we can use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to calculate the slope. But no, we do not have the second point. Okay? But what do we have now? 呢個記住我先講嘅係嘛？就係記住啦，我哋要用成日都用到咧，就係呢個 tangent。Tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Okay, so that is a right angle here. So in the coordinate plane, if we have 2 lines perpendicular to each other, what should we think of immediately? 喺呢個坐標上面，如果我哋知道有兩線互相垂直嘅話咧，我哋第一樣嘢要諗起啲咩咧？大家度 slope 會點樣樣？兩條線嘅 slope 乘埋會等於-1. Okay, m1 times m2 is equal to -1. Okay, we have to think about this immediately. Okay, so that is like this. But what is m1? What is m2? m1 is the slope of the straight line that we want to find. m2 will be the slope of radius. We can calculate the slope of radius first. Because on this radius, we have the coordinates of 2 points. So we can use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to calculate the slope of this radius. Okay? So let us find the slope of the radius first. Okay? So that should be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Can you get this? Using the slope formula to find the slope of the radius. And then do the calculation carefully. Using your calculator, I think it should be +2. Can you check my number? So please check my number. I'm not sure whether my calculation is 100% correct. Okay. So the slope of radius is equal to 2. And now we have the slope of the second line, and we know that they are perpendicular. So we can use m1 times m2 equals -1 to calculate the slope of the m1. Okay? So m1 times 2 is equal to -1. And then m1 is equal to -1 over 2. And m1 will be the slope of L. That is the slope of the line that we want to find. Follow? So now, the question asks us to find the equation of L. And now we have a point on L. We have the slope of L. So we are ready to write down the answer, the equation, by using the point slope form. Okay? So the equation of L. Give me that. OK 嗱，你記住喎，要記得少少嘅話咧，記埋佢，因為咧你記得少少，但係你記錯咗嘅話咧，都攞唔到分啫嘛，係嘛 ？y minus y1，嗱我寫條式出嚟先。 y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay? x1, y1 will be the point. X1, y1 are the points. Okay, x, y coordinates of the point we have chosen. Okay, that should be -3, -3. M is the slope. That is -1/2 this time. So y minus -3 equals -1/2 times x minus -3. Okay, and then simplify the double negative first. So it's y plus 3 equals -1/2 times x plus 3. Multiply the 2 to the left. 2 times y plus 3 equals -1 times x plus 3. Expanding brackets, 2y plus 6 equals -x minus 3. And then move all the terms to the side where x is positive. So that is to the left. Okay, x plus 2y plus 6 plus 3. That becomes plus 9 equals 0. Okay, and that is the final answer. So let me paste it to the OneNote. Wait. Can you see? So are you writing down? OK 嗱呢題咧計算係簡單嘅，即係好 standard 嘅，好標準嘅，得唔得？咁啊，請你温書嘅時候一定 make sure 你識得做呢一題。OK 得有冇同學有冇邊個 step 想問嘅呢度？因為我希望你哋真係做到呢個題目，呢種題目。Do you need me to repeat any step or explain any step in more detail? Okay. If no, then go to the next question. Number 5. Number five will be exactly the same as the instant rule number 20 that we have done before. Okay, I mean that's in this lesson. Okay. So can you try number 5? Do we have time? No. 2 minutes. I think I can. Can I? Straight line, touch, circle. Touch means how many intersection points? One intersection point means delta should be 0. Okay, but it is about intersection points. So let's start with this. Okay, that's good because y is the subject in equation 1. So we can sub 1 into 2. Okay, x squared plus mx plus 4 minus 2 squared equals 1. Don't expand the bracket first because we have plus 4 minus 2, which can be simplified first. Okay, x squared plus mx plus 2 squared equals 1, and then expand the bracket. So we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals 1. Simplifying the terms one by one. Okay, and then grouping the like terms. And you can get a simple quadratic equation now, where a is 1 plus m squared. B is 4m, and C is 3. 呢度淨係需要留意就係我哋其實呢兩個 term 係 like term 嚟嘅，我哋需要抽幾次出嚟，and the delta should be equal to b square minus 4 times A times C. That should be 16m squared minus 12 bracket. This, that is, and that is, am I going too fast? Because there is no time, so I'm going to go faster. Okay, and because they touch each other, so I'm going to set my delta, that is 4m squared minus 12 to be 0. Okay, 4m squared is equal to 12, m squared is equal to 3, and m should be having two values, square root 3 or negative square root 3. That is the answer of part A. Part B is super easy. You just put these two numbers into this equation. So the two possible equations of straight line becomes y equals square root 3 x plus x, or y equals negative square root 3 x plus 4. Okay. Okay, and so there will be homework, okay, in the Easter holiday, okay, and so I will upload the homework on the Math app, okay. There will be homework about section A1. Okay, I would like you to practice the section A1. That is the junior forms topics. It's okay. So there will be 2 to 3 homework. Just a few questions about loss of index, changing subject, and so on. It's okay. Okay, so stand up. Goodbye, class.